What is up, stranger friends? Hope you're having an awesome day. So today's video is going to be a beauty babble and a first impressions kind of meshed into one. I recently got some cool stuff sent to me in my P.O. box from, shh, you be quiet, from Max Factor, Crop, Charlotte Tilbury, Eyeko, did I already say Max Factor? I think I did. Maybelline, and a bunch of other cool brands. So I thought I would try everything on camera for the first time for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy these types of videos, and let's go. So I just kind of want to look at what I am working with. Crop sent me this huge box of cool makeup goodies, and I just want to kind of pick out what products I am interested in using. Here's how it's going to go. So the only primer that was sent to me was from Crop, so I'm going to use this guy as a primer. This is what the packaging looks like. I think it's really cute, quite sleek, and I like that their logo is that kind of font. I don't know, it speaks to me. So that's what it looks like. Doesn't have any scent to it. Okay, so I'm going to start off by doing some foundation, and Max Factor sent me the Miracle Match Foundation, Blur and Nourish. This is in Sand 60 and Warm Almond 45. I think I'm going to try mixing them because I feel like the sand will be a little bit too dark for me because I don't have a full tan on. Give it a go. It has an absolutely revolting smell. Oh, I'm not really into that. So it doesn't actually say what type of coverage it's meant to be, but I would definitely say this is more like light to medium coverage. I definitely need to add more in my blemish areas, and I don't think that it'll completely cover it anyways. But I can go in with some concealer afterwards and just spot conceal. The foundation itself sinks in pretty good. It doesn't feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. It feels like it is blending in quite well. But yeah, overall I don't mind it. I do prefer, obviously, where I have no blemishes. I don't find that it covers my blemishes very easily, but in spots where I don't have blemishes, it actually looks quite nice. I'm going to start out with a concealer. This one is from Crop. It is in the color Light. So this is what the packaging looks like, and it looks like it's a little, yeah, it's a little stick. So that's kind of a cool concept. I'm not really sure if I like the idea of stick concealer for underneath my eye area, just because I feel like it drags a little bit too much and it doesn't give the coverage seemingly that I would want. But stick ones would be perfect for blemishes. I just think that that's going to be a little bit too light on the blemishes. Yeah, if this one was a medium one, I think that this would work really well for blemishes. I don't really see it making that much of a difference on my under eye area, and I don't really want to tug too much more, so I'm just going to grab a concealer that I already have because I don't have any other concealers that were sent to me. What concealer haven't I used on camera very often? Let's use this one from Thin Lizzy. This is a drugstore brand. I'm pretty sure you can buy it worldwide. I bought it at Big W, I believe, in Australia. I like it because it's thick, but not so thick that it is like creasing thick. So this foundation has been on for, I don't know, what, like 2 or 3 minutes as I was doing my concealer, and it still feels a little bit tacky, so I definitely recommend setting this, especially if your skin is like mine, which is normal to oily in the T-zone. To set, I'm going to use, what should I use? I'm going to use the Crop Naturally Pressed Powder. This is in Porcelain. Let's hope that that'll work for at least my under eye area. So this is what it looks like in its packaging. I like the packaging. It kind of looks like the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes, but there is a lot more room this way. They're a little bit thicker, it looks like, or there's just less product in the pan, one of the two. I really like the printing on the top of the product though. That's super pretty. And it doesn't look like it's showing up too light on my skin, so I think I'm going to use a big powder brush and press it all over my face. I'm going to use this Master Sculpt by Maybelline contouring palette. I'm going to use a little blush brush to pick up the contour color, and I'm going to use it more as a like bronzer contour, so I'm not going to like carve anything out. I'm just going to place it kind of under and around my cheekbones. I feel like this product isn't super pigmented, so you have to build it, but it has a really nice natural color to it. It doesn't look like it's too much, it just adds the perfect little bit of bronzer and shadow. It's kind of nice. Just for the sake of doing it, I'm going to contour my nose. I'm going to just grab some of the Hoola by Benefit onto a little mini brush and just slightly. I have to. I feel weird if I don't. For blush, I'm going to go into this Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Cheek Swish and Pop blusher in Love Glow. It looks like this. That's so pretty. It looks like a little bullseye. The inner is lighter than the outside, and it looks like it has a slight sparkle to it. I'm going to use that on the same brush that I was just using before. Oh, that's so pretty! It's like one of those like lit from within kind of glowy blushes. Oh, I hope this is showing up on camera like this. This is so pretty. Has a bit of a golden glow to it. I really like that. So this is the first time I've actually used a Charlotte Tilbury product. I always see people use it online, and I'd always wanted to try. And you can see why everyone raves. This is really pretty. Cool beans. So for brows, I have the Eyeko Brow Magic Brow Boost in light to medium, so I think I will use that. What is this sorcery? It's like a fiber lash. What? Oh, this is kind of cool. Shit, what is this? Well, I don't really know what to do now. I think that I'm supposed to use this with obviously like some type of setting gel, but they didn't send me a setting gel. So let's try it with this Maybelline one that I already have. I think that I want to give my eyebrows a little bit of shape first, because I feel like this product would not shape my brows. It would just like add fur to them. We'll see how it goes, but I do want to shape my brows first. I'll use, if this is the right color, it's a brunette one from Crop. I think it might be a little bit too dark, but let's get it open and see. Oh no, that's going to be much too dark. That's not going to work. Okay, what have I not used on camera for you guys? I haven't used this BH Flawless Brow Pencil, I don't think. Have I? I can't remember using that recently or at all. It's still sharp. So I'm just going to brush my brows. And I like to start kind of in the middle of my brow and just pull backwards towards the arch. And then once I've done the tail, I then bring the product through the front, just very, very featheringly. Let's go with it, guys, just go with it. And then I flip over the spoolie and I madly comb through them. So, let's see if this thing says anything on the back. Transform your brows in an instant with our botanical brush-on fibers combined with plant extracts, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Show me how to use it. Crap. Alright, well, it doesn't give me any instructions. What I usually would do if this was like a fiber mascara is I would put on the gel first and then top it with the booster and then put the gel over top again. So that's probably what I will do with this. Kind of worried, guys. This could either work out fantastically and I could have like Cara Delevingne eyebrows, or this could be like I have the next bush caterpillar eyebrows. Alright, so gel is on. And here we go with the fibers. Oh my god, this is terrifying. I can't even talk my way through this. This is so strange. It's hard to get a very precise, crisp brow, so I'll go back and clean up my brow. This is the gel over top of it. But that's what it looks like with, and that's what it looks like without. So yeah, it definitely does look a lot thicker. Does it make all the difference in the world, and would I put this on every day? Probably not. Let me see what it looks like once I've cleaned the brow up. I think that if you are someone who has overplucked or has spots on their brows that are really sparse, or you just really need that added bit of like real looking hair, this product could actually work really well for you. So if any of you use this, let me know. But for myself, I wouldn't probably use it daily, but I would pick it up and use it again. Since I already have the Painterly paint pot out, I may as well coat my lids in it just to prime my eyes. For my eyes, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury little quad, and it looks super pretty. These are the 4 colors in it. The colors are Prime, Enhance, Pop, and Smoke, I believe. I think I'm just going to stick with more of a neutrally eye today because I'm feeling pretty boring. So I'm going to pick up the lightest color here onto a big fluffy blending brush and just sweep that all over the center of my lid. Next up, on a tapered blending brush, I'm going to pick up some of this darker taupey color. And again, it is a slightly sparkly color. And I'm just going to put that on the outer portion of my lid and into more of the V area. This color picks up more like metallic-y purple on the lid than it does taupe, just so you are aware. It's really pretty though. It's kind of more like a lilac-y shade on my lid. Onto the same brush, I'm going to pick up the darker color in the bottom corner and go even more into my outer V, just deepening up that spot. I'm going to drag it slightly into my crease as well, but keep most of the color just on the outer portion of my eye. Since my lid space is super metallic and shiny, I want to use a matte color underneath my lash line just to kind of ground the look. I'm going to use a pencil brush, here we go, and I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer again just for that color. Now I'm making sure that the majority of the color is just on the outer third of the eye, right in there. And I am smoking that up and into the outer V, just pushing the color in like that. And I'll take a blending brush afterwards and just make sure everything's blended, but I'm going to do the other eye for now. And with that blending, I'm literally placing the brush and just flicking it into the outer V, just to kind of push the color up and in, and it blends in with that taupey shimmery color. I'm not sure if I've ever used this on camera, but I'm going to take an eyeliner, and it is from Sigma. It is in the shade Balance. It's kind of like a dark metallic-y brown. And I'm going to take that color and run it in my inner waterline, as well as just along the base of my lashes. And again, I'm not bringing it into the inner corner. I'm keeping it just focused on the outside portion of my eye, just adding a bit more depth. And what I'm also going to do is take that color and drag it just slightly up onto my lid and line pretty much that top little bit right there of my eye. I'm then going to take the pencil brush that I was using and just blend and diffuse the top line out just a little bit. I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just make sure that everything is all blended out. I'm going to curl my lashes. And I'm going to use the Eyeko Black Magic Mascara Drama and Curl Mascara. So this is what the packaging looks like. I kind of like that it's in a big tube. It is just different than most other packaging that you see. Let's see what the brush looks like. Ooh, alright. So the brush is slightly curved. It is a medium to fat kind of brush, and the product feels kind of like it's more of a wetter application. So based on formula, this definitely is not my favorite mascara that I've tried. I don't mind the brush though. So this is what it looks like with one coat. Like I said, I don't know if it's just the formula or if it is my technique. I just am not a huge fan of how wet formulas turn out on my eye. I just feel like there's many other mascaras that I just have better luck with. For a second coat of mascara, I'm going to put on a tried and true favorite, the Benefit They're Real, but technically this is a new product because it is the Swarovski Crystal collaboration with Benefit. So they have really, really cute little bottles. So it's new, but it's not a new product. I always find this to be a really good mascara to layer with other mascaras, especially when the first mascara might be a little bit clumpy or it might not be exactly what you want, because this brush like powers through any clumps or any spots that weren't perfect. I don't know, I just find that I really come back to this mascara often. I'm like full on rocking the spider lashes today. I'm alright with it. I'm cool. Alright, so I am going to try out this REVO Lip Balm. It looks like it is a little EOS one. I was sent tons of different, not flavors. Flavors? Let's go with it. I was sent tons of different flavors in the mail, and this one is coconut, and I love coconut anything, so that's what I thought I'd try. Smells very coconutty. I like that. I think I like that better than the EOS ones. I like that the top is flat. It's not actually rounded. It just texture-wise feels really nice to put on your lips. Because when you put it on the top, then like the bottom bit's rounded, and when you put it on the bottom, the top bit's rounded. It just feels really moisturizing. I like this. I like this way better than the EOS ones. I'm excited to try the other ones. And it smells freaking amazing. So yeah, these were REVO, R-E-V-O. Definitely check these out. I'm going to let that sink in for just a minute, and I'm going to blow dry my fringe, and I'll be right back. It feels so weird to have like cool colors on my eyes. I never really wear cool colors very often on my eyes, so it's kind of like, who are you? Alright, so for lips, I want to try a colored Raine product. I don't know if I've tried these on camera either. They have awesome liquid lipsticks, and I am in between thinking of the color Soul, which is a darker color, or Marshmallow. I think I'm going to quickly ask you guys on Snapchat and see which color wins for this look. Hi guys, so I'm filming a tutorial for this makeup look, and I wanted your help with picking a lipstick. So should I pick this one and it's called Marshmallow, or should I pick this one and it's called Soul? Tweet me! I thought I'd scooch myself a little bit in, and I want to do a bit of tight lining while I wait for the tweets to come in. So I'm just using a black pencil liner and making sure that I get everywhere. Alright Twitter, what is the verdict? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people said Soul, and 2 people said Marshmallow. So Soul is the winner. That is the darker color. Obviously you could totally do a nude lip, and to tell you the truth, most days I would, but I want to try this product because I haven't tried it on camera, and I think it'd go with this look, so may as well. Why not? YOLO. Alright. I love these liquid lipsticks. I feel like they just glide on, and the colors are so unique. I had to change my shirt. It just was not working with what I was doing, but this one does. So this turned out to be a super fall inspired look apparently. I think that cool tones look great for the fall. I know everyone does like warm lids and like bright berry lips, but this kind of a look works totally awesome too. I hope that you guys found some cool products to try or not to try. My standout products would definitely be the Charlotte Tilbury blush that I had tried. This one right here, again, it was in Love Glow. And I really also liked the Master Sculpt by Maybelline. I didn't end up using the highlight because I feel like my blush had enough shimmer in it that I didn't need any more. But I really liked this. And I also really liked the Crop Pressed Face Powder. I definitely would recommend checking this out if you can get your hands on it. I'm pretty sure this is only in Australia, but I'm not positive. So those are my standout products. I would love to know if you guys have tried any of the products that I showed today and what your experiences was with them. Let me know if there's any brands that you'd like me to check out and try on camera. I hope you have the most wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!